be your nephew.
You thought it was my nephew.
We gotta break the ice. We break the ice. I'm just sending you a bottle on ice. You didn't enjoy it?
Because it was rude for you to send it, and you know that, Frank.
Natasha, I'm with Frank. I'm with Frank. I thought anybody would think that's your nephew, Natasha. I mean, you getting the eggplant and you in love or whatever, but at the end of the day, you're still a cougar, and he's still young. He's a cub. So, yeah, I'm with Frank on that. But this next clip is what I have a problem with.
Introduce myself. I'm Shania. I'm on a date with Natasha.
Right.
You sent us a bottle. You sent her a bottle, matter of fact. Don't know why.
Now for both of y'all, right?
Nah.
Well, that's something enough for the both of you guys. How old you is anyway? You don't look old enough to drink.
Why did you get up? She handled that. I told you not to get up, but you had to get. If any of y'all know Tupac's song "Hit 'Em Up," when he said, "I told you, mofos, it was just about me and Biggie," and then all y'all got to get up and open your MFing mouth. Same thing here. She told you it was okay. I told you to let it go, but now you got to get up and express your blank opinion. You gonna deserve anything that you get, Shania. Anything that you get, because Natasha handled that well. And I know, it's a part of your ego or whatever, but at the end of the day, that showed that you just legit. Because what you should have done was drink it and say, yo, man, appreciate it. Because you going home with Natasha. You just showed your immaturity right there. Yeah, you successful and you're a successful attorney and whatever. Natasha, all the accolades Natasha gave you in an earlier skit. But doing that just removed everything. Because at the end of the day, you don't know who you're dealing with. And that's why I said, do not approach Frank. Let Natasha handle it, because you don't know who Frank is. Frank said, I sent you enough for both of y'all. Ain't that what I just said? I said Shania should have took a sip and told him thank you. Frank said, I sent you enough for both of y'all. He's being a gentleman. Then they just say, how old are you? You don't look old enough to drink.
Something enough for the both of you guys. How old you is anyway? You don't look old enough to drink.
We're not thirsty, first of all. I'm old enough to have the same view.
That boy said you don't even look old enough to drink, little cub.
What's your name again?
Shania. Remember that.
Shania?
Right.
Shania. Listen, buddy. I ain't looking for no trouble. Respectfully, I sent y'all a bottle. It's peace, baby.
That's a grown man response right there, but that's the dangerous man's response. When he said, I ain't looking for no trouble. Just peace. It's a bottle. That's the response that you need to give, or a man needs to give. But when a man does that, that's a dangerous response. Very dangerous. That boy ain't telling him to put his chest in. You know what? Everything Shania got in this skit, he deserved it, because it was no point in him going over there. And he think because he's tall, and Frank is short, he's got that big man syndrome. I'm bigger than you, like the Will Smith. Just like the Will Smith. And he feel like he could just go up to Frank because he's taller than Frank. But let me tell you, boy, like I said in my first video, don't bother with this man. Don't approach this man. Leave the situation, because you have too much to lose. Shania has too much to lose to approach somebody. Now, granted, Frank is not just a regular Joe, but in real life, if you have too much to lose, you don't want to just approach people. Secondly, you don't want to approach people because you don't know their background. Frank deals with these Colombians. These Colombians, they'll play. They will laugh. They will party. They're about their money and they're about their business. And they don't like to be disrespected. You can go missing real quick effing around with Colombians. Man, I can remember in my earlier times, we would, I didn't deal with, the right people, but at that time it was fun. But I dealt with people who would say, hey, let's go. We're going to Florida. We're going to Miami. We're going to Key West. You don't have to pack. We'll buy something. And like you would buy things in the area, the location where you're in, and you would leave your clothes there. Like no money was needed for anything because it was there. It was plentiful. But at the end of the day, when that individual effed up, you wake up with people on the side of your bed and guns in your face. So that's why I was adamant about Shania not saying anything, because he has too much to lose, whether it's his career or his life. And let that be a lesson, man. Sometimes you have to let your ego let it go and just walk away. It's better to walk away than be buried. Yeah. And this was that situation right here that Shania should have let that go. In the comments, J Drayton 7224 says, you can't disrespect the man like that and not expect a response. I don't know you, but evidently you're not experienced with life. Yeah. Oh man, Shaku Hilton 2772 says Shania is about to give Frank that Will Smith Oscar treatment. And that's what I said. He walked up like, because he was so much taller than Frank, like he can do some things. Like, well, you don't know. You don't want to do that. That's the worst thing you can do. I said what I said. 5817 says, Shania, stand up for your woman, Shania. We don't tolerate that disrespect. Again, you must not have experienced some things in your life, dude. I can remember a guy, I'm from Georgia, but I'm not from Atlanta. He was from Atlanta, but I guarantee you he never made his way back to where I was from again after he had this same mentality. He never came back to my hometown. He stayed up in Atlanta. Yeah. I don't know where you guys come from, but boy. Mike Smith says that Frank is a straight cornball. I don't think so. Frank confident, and Frank knows what he carries, man. Frank knows you can't play with him. Tiana_Rose says the camera angles regarding the height references had me. Oh, exactly, Maurice. Frank is actually having a good time toying with him. Yeah, he fell for that. Fell for the okie doke. No, Tiffany, latest star, that'll get somebody killed. That heroes die. Scary ninjas, they still alive. Keep that in mind. I always remember that. As a teenager or a young adult, that was my motto. Heroes die. Them scary ninjas still alive. That's from the life I used to live. Kountry Wayne, whatever, 6037 says, dude kept saying Sherman. Yeah, that was funny. Oh, y'all, this gonna be my last one right here. This somebody, whoever this is somebody who's lived. I can tell my people by their responses to what I say, and just when I'm reading the comments from the video. This is my people. Grammy says Shania gonna end up on a boat in the middle of the ocean messing with Frank. The brother already did 11 years. Goddamn. And we're gonna drop the mic on that. Dude, y'all, and I don't want to say, I'm not saying you gay or nothing like that, but y'all that be in your feminine energy, you need to listen to Grammy. It is not nothing about disrespect. Walk away. I can remember times that me and a dude just walk out of a restaurant because we know what's up. You're not a wuss because you walk away. And Grammy was right. So I don't know if this is where the storyline is gonna, continue to go or whatever. But Shania, it was at this moment. No, I won't say it.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
So yeah. Remember that day, Shania. Let's talk about it in the comments. Would you have defended Natasha, or would you have just left the restaurant? Let's talk about it. And thank you so much for listening to Storytime with the Grown Woman Swag, and the W is silent. If you didn't, please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification so you'll know when I upload a video. Bye.